So he scared me right there. I was bent over looking at these radios and I got back up and he was right there. Look how cool this is. So this is to simulate what the call center was like. So this right here is a glass fire grenade, and it was intended to be thrown into a fire, and the contents inside would extinguish this fire. can sleep up there. There's a pole that they slide down. They're all eating. Variety of things today, looks like. One's got broccoli and corn, looks like something I would eat. Hamburger, bread, eggs. You're eating a good meal. This is like a little town, Coney Island. Yeah. So this is, looks like what would have been a convenience store, dairy and ice cream. Look at that telephone, that is so sweet. I wish we could go in there. So this police patrol box used to be located on the corner of 4th and Main Street near Jack's famous Coney Island restaurant. And police would signal 1 at box 4. This would mean that they were on their meal break at the Coney. And box 4 was given to Jack Edwards, former and longtime owner of the Coney Island by the police department. And Jack donated it to the museum so that it can once be again near the Coney. How they have it like actually designed like you're walking through a downtown. Look, they even got the railroad tracks and the benches, so it's like set up to be just like little stores everywhere. So these are fire marks, and the history of these are they were used in the early half of the 18th century to designate houses protected by fire insurance, and only those houses bearing such a mark warranted the attention of the fire brigade. And intensive rivalry existed between brigades, and if 2 arrived at a burning building at the same time, a free-for-all resulted as only 1 brigade would get paid. And then frequently buildings burned to the ground while they battled each other, and then eventually paid or volunteer fire departments replaced. So that's what these mean. So this is the church. That looks like a coffin. Look at that calendar, 1928. And then this is drugstore. And this is a look coming from this side of things. And then this is the little corner store diner where they sell milkshakes. They got the little setup. And look, they're drinking Mason's root beer. Alright, so we are about to go to jail. Check this out. He scared me. Sorry. He's from Shawshank. Oh, this is the Shawshank setup. That's pretty cool. Check that out. It's probably too grainy if I zoom in. So this is a real life net from Engine House 5 from Columbus, Ohio. And it's actually on loan from Miss and Mrs. Duffner. Check this out. I always thought these things were so cool. I don't know why, because I never want to come to a time where I would have to be using one. So this bad boy right here is a 1917 Model T Ford with American LaFrance Chemical. It's crazy to think that this is how it all originated. I mean, even before this, it was just the horses, carriage horses, but this, look how tiny those wheels are. Look like they would break. I mean, I know times were different though, so. So the Quality Furniture Store fire was one of the largest fires to occur in Mansfield during the 20th century. And look at that damage. So this is a Jaws of Life, and the first Jaws of Life was actually invented in the early 1970s. So look at all these helmets. They are all different. This one from France. That's from Germany, Bavaria, England, Belgium. And then this is a helmet with a two-way radio. It's got a pumpkin on it. This one looks like it was from New York or something, but it's Mansfield. Look at this one. This is Colombia. So these are all original sprinkler heads from 1927. That one looks like it has something inside of it. Looks like it was in the Okay, so here's some cool information. A light points the way, and a light bulb, when subjected to the heat of a fire, will usually point towards where the fire started. That's pretty cool to know. So when arson investigators are looking, this is signs that they are looking for. And then this smoke detector failed because there was no battery in it. And it was deemed an arson fire. And then this one did not fail because it was maintained with fresh batteries and everybody was out of the house. So this house is actually set up like a house would be. They got the thing on the front door. Let's look inside. This actually looks like it could be livable. It's got everything you need. It's got a room, bed. Another room. So it's just like a studio. Not sure what's in there. Bathroom. Pretty cool little house. So So this Chevrolet fire truck is from the 1930s, a chassis with an incline 6-cylinder engine. This one is a triple combination rig, and it could put upwards of 1,000 gallons per minute. This is a big daddy. Look how presidential it looks. So this thing right here, we found out that it is actually a resuscitator, and it was manufactured in 1945. Look at that. Looks a little bit scary. It's the mouthpiece. Just the way that it's built makes it look like it's gonna kill you over resuscitate you. So this is a Jeep from the 1970s, and it has no power steering. And this unit was built to assess fires in fields, woods, or other hard to reach areas. And it was used in Ontario, Ohio by the Springfield Township Fire Department. Now this is the big fire truck. There's some information if you need it about the fire museum.
They take these fire trucks out once a year to drive them. They don't drive and operate.
Yeah, they gotta get them going once a year. So maybe we'll see. This fire truck is from the 1947 Seagrave. It is powered by a 906 cubic inch, 268 horsepower V12 engine with 12 cylinders. Look at that thing. That's cool. This is huge. This is a 1974 Ward LaFrance fire truck. So this one looks closer to what's out there now versus these other ones, like the 1930s. Oh, they got the Dalmatian. This is a 1927 Porsche fire truck. Look at those wheels. Those really decked out. It's cool. I used to ride back there. So these style jackets were worn by rescue squad personnel from the early 1970s, the late 1980s. Those are pretty cool. They're stylish. Now look at this fire truck. This goes way, way back in the day. Fire engine class B. So this is from 1922 American LaFrance fire truck. Those cushions look very comfortable. It's a Type 48 combination chemical pumper. So these are called water mains, and they were first used around the 1700s. When firemen needed water from a nearby main, they would drill a hole in the wooden pipe finish and attach a hose. After they were finished, they would plug the hole with a wooden plug. A fire hydrant today sometimes is also called a wooden plug. And there's a possibility that some water mains are still used here in Mansfield. So this is what they would drill the hole with. Here's the inside. So this is a leather fire hose that was riveted together and had heavy brass couplings. These are all the old fire extinguishers. So these are all different types of fire nozzles, and since 1725, nozzles have been used on fire hoses, and there are many different styles in use today. And if they are used in Ohio, they were from Worcester, Ohio by the Akron Brass Company. And the most widely used nozzle is the fog nozzle. This nozzle breaks water into small droplets that absorb heat quickly. So this is a horse-drawn hose wagon. 1899, and it was used in the Mansfield Fire Department. Yep. A button hand engine circa 1837. This looks like an army tank to me, and it was used in Mansfield, Ohio as well. This is from the 1900s. So this would have been powered by charcoal. Simulated.